So today I'm going to show you how to do auto DMs for people on your Instagram account. So if you got a small business and you want to be sending people auto DMs, let's go ahead and show you how to do this. We're going to actually hop on desktop here so you can see the software we're going to be using. And just as a quick heads up, I have not found any software that does this entirely for free. So there is going to be a cost, but that is in business to be able to then have access to certain types of features like this to continue to go forward. Now, the software we're going to be using here today is called Stan. Now, here's the great thing is if you're not familiar with Stan, we actually have a whole series here on the channel to show you all the steps on opening up an account and how it functions. So we'll leave those in the show notes down below, as well as a link to sign up for Stan and get 14 days for free to test it out. See if it works for you. And if it doesn't, cancel it beforehand. You can actually cancel right after signing up before it even charges you. So as we go through this, just something to keep in mind, we have a lot of tools to help you utilize the software at its best. Now here we have a service that we're helping out with for somebody else to kind of show you how to have this run. First and foremost, on your Stan store, you're going to have a lot of different opportunities, right? To be able to have a place for people to land to give them free items, or even to, sell them something, right? A product, a service, anything like that. And they also have this thing called Auto DM, which is what I clicked on already. And you can see up here at the very top, it's my Auto DM. Now, the first thing it's going to need you to do is sign into your Instagram page, right? So whatever page you want this to go through the process with, this is going to be the thing you have to log into. So you're going to sign in. We have it for this account right over here. And then what you can do is create auto DMs. And as far as my experiences so far, it doesn't seem like there's any limitations on how many different types of auto DM services we can set up. So for right over here, you can see we actually have quite a few of them. We have a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then several more down this line. And I'll show you because I just created all of these pretty much within the last couple of days to do some testing and to see how this all functions and works out. So let me clean this page up here for us. So from here, when you start this up, there's not going to be anything else except for having just logged in for the very first time into your account for your Instagram. And then from here on the top right, you're going to see where it says create reply. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. And this is what it's going to bring up. So first and foremost, this is a new auto reply. And then it's going to ask you right over here, how do you want this effectively to get triggered, right? So for us, it's when they DM you or when they comment, or you can have it for both because some people want one or the other. I prefer to have it when it's both. And then from here, you can have 5 different words that you can have for this very specific thing. Now, this person we're having this with is somebody who has a podcast. So you saw the EP options here, right? EP8, EP7, EP6, because sometimes they're going to have clips from specific podcast episodes. They want people to go to that exact episode, where they also have the word podcast when it's just more broad on what they want to do, or even worksheet when they want their worksheet to go out to different users. So let's go back to this auto setup right over here. The different keywords right over here, right now it's set up for link, but let's just go ahead and get ready for the next one. So we're going to put in EP9 and hit enter, and that's going to be its own word. I sometimes like to do EP9 with the quotations because we do put that in the text for them. And then maybe you could even do different types of phrases that you want in case maybe somebody misspells something or does something different. EPD is pretty easy, so it's going to be less likely to make a mistake. As far as capitalization, that doesn't seem to be a problem. I tested that out with lowercase and uppercase as well. You can see here it's on all posts, or you can have it for very specific posts. So if you only want somebody to comment that one thing in that one post, you can. For us, it seems most likely or better off to just go ahead and have it on all posts. And then next up here, it's going to say do not comment back, or you can have a comment back. For this, we kind of like because it gives it a little bit more structure when it comes to somebody commenting something and people see that there's kind of an interaction there too. Now you can customize these as well too, so it kind of has a little bit more flavor towards you, and it's not just super generic, but you can leave the generic ones up here that kind of do the job anyways. And there's 3, so it'll just kind of cycle through them, so it doesn't seem like every single response is the exact same here. You can see it says message sent, check your DMs, or just sent you a DM, take a look when you can. So very nice, very easy, very simple. And we've tested this out. You get that DM like within just moments, which is really great, especially if you're trying to, again, get people to a landing page or go listen to your podcast or your videos on YouTube, wherever you're trying to send them. Let me move that up here. And then here, it's going to give you the opportunity to kind of structure things out, and they'll also going to track this for you as well too. So this is the default here. It just says, hi, thanks for reaching out. Here's the link to my store. It's the Stan store is the default, but you can change this to anything you like. For this client, it is pretty much just saying, hey, thanks for, reaching out. Here's a link to the latest episode or the episode you inquired about. And then instead of putting a link right over here, we actually just remove this. And over here, we just add a link button. So you can go ahead and say, listen now. And then whatever that link is, oops, I have my markers there. And then whatever the link is here, we're going to click on add. Well, it's not going to let us because there's not an actual thing. And then it'll add a button right over here, which I'll show you actually from here. So it'll say listen now, and you can actually edit this if you absolutely need to as well. And then once everything looks good here, you can click on publish, and that will set it all up for you. You can also save this as a draft, and you can also come back in and edit anything out here as well, whether it's the words or the types of posts or even the commenting back kind of stuff too. Now, they also do have stats. You can see here it says sent, open, clicked, opted in, if there's an opt-in option as well. So it gives you a lot of data points to see how things are working for you, if this is going through, if people are commenting. Obviously, you'll see that in the post as well too if you check back in. But this gives you a really good understanding of what's working and maybe what's not working with your phrases, maybe with the video itself, and how you can continue to do the work to get better at improving and getting more people to get to your links. Now, the Stan Store itself is $30 a month, but it gives you a whole plethora of different features and benefits when it comes to running your small business, which of course is going to be vital to continue to grow and thrive. And like I said, I'll have a link for you if you want to try it out for 14 days entirely free. And what I'll also do for you, because you check out that link, is I'm going to have a video series for you to show you all about how using the Stan Store so you can set it up and have great success when it comes to running your small business. We're going to toss that video right over here for you so you can go ahead and click on that and fully check it out.